Hello everyone, this is Fish Chozo again with another video. This one might be unusual for me, but I'm going to teach you, yes you, whoever's watching this video, how to play Fallout New Vegas. Well, not how to play, but how to build a character. Um, I'm not showing you any of the character customization stuff in terms of the your character's appearance because it honestly doesn't matter at all. Your character's appearance doesn't matter at all in this game. Your gender does, but not your overall appearance. Besides your gender. So let's give the vigor test a spin. Um, Now some attributes are more useful than others. Strength affects your carrying capacity, as well as acting as a damage multiplier for your melee and unarmed attacks. Perception is almost completely useless. It's by far the most useless skill in the entire game. Well, not skill, attribute. It's by far the most useless attribute in the entire game. All perception does is increases the range of your radar. Yes, there's a radar at the bottom screen that determines if enemies are nearby or not. So you see red lines, that means the enemy is nearby in that direction. It's by far the most useless attribute. It's pretty much only useful if you're playing a stealth build. Even then, not by much. It's probably the least useful aspect of stealth. Yeah, it's only useful if you're playing the stealth build. So perception is pretty much a dump stat. You're probably gonna take points out of perception again, unless you're playing a stealth build. Endurance affects your health. So the higher endurance, the more health you gain. More maximum health you gain when you level up. So if you plan on playing the tank, having the high endurance is important. Unless you're playing a stealth build. Charisma. Now, this conception that charisma is completely useless in Fallout New Vegas. That is false. Charisma was only completely useless in the first Fallout game. In Fallout New Vegas, charisma does one thing, which is increases your quote-unquote companion nerve. Now, companion nerve is your companions' damage resistance as well as their damage output. Basically, the higher charisma you have, the more damage your companions do, as well as the more damage your companions will be able to take. So if you plan on using companions, you're gonna want a high charisma. There are 10 available companions in the game, and your maximum is 2. One humanoid companion and one non-humanoid companion. There are 8 humanoid companions and 2 non-humanoid companions. You're gonna need to have high charisma if you're gonna fight. If you're gonna be fighting enemies, if you're going to be using companions a lot. If you don't plan on using companions, charisma is not useful. But uh, having followers can be very useful, especially when you're carrying stuff around, a lot of stuff around. Now, intelligence affects the amount of skill points you gain when you level up. Basically, when you level up, there's a level up screen, and you gain more experience points, or more skill points. The higher intelligence is. So having high intelligence is useful. It is useful for all builds, but especially if you're going for a main skill build. Agility. If you're planning on using a character with range character, a range playthrough, was either going to be guns, as in firearms, or laser guns, which is going to be energy weapons. You're going to be using you're gonna be using something called VATS, which is a targeting system designed to target specific limbs, the individual limbs of enemies. Yes, you can do that. You can hit the V button, and the game basically pauses. And you can click at any limbs of the enemies you see in order to specifically target their limbs. So using that, you can cripple enemy legs and make them basically stumble towards you, basically limp towards you, or you can knock their weapons out of their hands if you're really good. But using VATS causes using VATS costs what's called action points, and the more higher agility is, the more action points you have. So So basically, the higher your agility, the more you can use the VATS targeting system. And luck increases your critical hit chance. That's basically what luck does. The higher luck, the more often you get critical hits. And also, the more casino games will turn out in your favor. Because, yeah, because obviously luck influences gambling. Now, your attributes don't really change as the game goes on, unless you choose the intense training perk a couple times. But even then, that's you're wasting perk points to increase your attributes rather than increasing your ability, rather than gain special abilities. There is a medical plant in the game that can give you cybernetic implants that can increase your attributes. However, it depends on your endurance. So you have a limited amount of implants you can take. Your base endurance without implants. So just keep that in mind. Uh, did uh so yeah. So your attributes basically stay the same throughout most of the game. So because of that, what you pick here is very very important because it isn't really going to change. So don't waste points of perception. Waste points of perception. The uh uh and this is a very average build. Yeah, I probably just take more points out of perception. We may have just two in perception. Yeah. I don't know. I could take a point out of perception. Again, perception is basically useless unless doing a stealth build. Even for a stealth build, perception is not was that super useful. Yeah, so
Yeah, that's a pretty standard score there, but after what you've been through, I'd say that's great news. Well, we know your vitals are good, but that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered and a bighorn dropping. What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions? See if your dogs are still barking.
he's about to introduce you to skills.
All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Dog.
Now he will ask you a bunch of questions, and the game will randomly assign what skills are your tag skills based on the questions he asks. However, you can change them as soon as he gives you the results. And now this is the skill screen. Now you can change. Now you can unselect and choose any skill you want to. As a tag skill, you have to tag 3 skills. Now, most of these skills are self-explanatory except for a few. Medicine, surprisingly enough, only deals with gaining health while healing yourself using stim packs, as well as using Radaway to get rid of radiation. Because yes, this game does have a radiation meter. Some places on the map are radiated. But that doesn't really do much beyond that. But you can regain a lot of health using still stim packs. If you plan on, yeah. So yeah. And survival is actually survival that deals with that deals with the creation of chemicals. Yes, survival. This skill right here, it allows you to create consumable items. What the game calls chems. Uh, uh, at campfires. It's survival that has to do with creating chems, not medicine. Yeah. Medicine just makes you good at healing yourself using standard healing methods like stim packs and getting rid of radiation or Radaway. Repair. Besides the obvious use of repairing weapons and armor, repair also allows you to create crazy ammunition at workbenches and reloading benches really. Sorry. And science deals with computer programming, basically hacking. Deals with hacking, but and recycling energy weapon ammunition. So if you're going for an energy weapons build, science is very important because it allows you to recycle energy weapons ammunition more effectively. Because energy weapons use fuel cells as opposed to guns that use bullets. On and unarmed, this might sound strange at first, but unarmed is not really just about unarmed. Basically, any weapon that uses your fist. So there are plenty of brass knuckles as well as gauntlets in this game, gauntlets and gloves in this game that have special. Fallout is a science fiction setting, so there's stuff like power fists, which are like a hydraulic gauntlet over your hand that you punch somebody with. That all these ridiculous different types of spike weapons like spike weapons that you put on your fist, like spike knuckles, brass knuckles, all these kinds of that kind of stuff. So unarmed is not just hand to hand. It's actually one of the most actually almost as actually it's on par with melee weapons. Like unarmed is just as good as melee weapons. So just keep that in mind. It's not an inferior form of damage, form of damage, and most of the rest of these skills are self-explanatory. Speech is actually very useful. There are plenty of speech checks this game. Okay. Make a standard character, guns, speech, and survival.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
Now, you can choose a minimum of 0 traits or a maximum of 2. Now, traits give you a trade-off. There's a trade-off. It gives you a massive benefit in exchange for a massive downside. So you choose none or choose one or two that fits with your playstyle. I'm not gonna read through all these traits. It's just you can choose any one of them if you like, if you still like.
All right, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out.
Please search this house. By the way, there's plenty of useful stuff lying around. So, I showed you character creation in Fallout New Vegas. I hope you like this tutorial and please subscribe. So, bye bye everybody.